I'm downgrading from a 2021 Ford Focus
to this, a 2010 Mini Cooper 1.6. So you may be wondering why I've downgraded from a 21 plate Focus to a 2010 Mini Cooper. Well, the simple fact is I've left my job. I've decided to take a leap in my life and just jump off a cliff and hope that I land well. I've left a 15-year job, a corporate job in project management where I had a company car. So obviously I lose the job, I lose the car, simple as. My budget was minimum, I wanted something fun, but also something that had some of the modern features that I was used to in the Focus. It had Bluetooth, it had CarPlay, it had cruise control, it had air conditioning, heated seats. It had a lot of luxuries about it. And to get that in a second-hand car would be quite a stretch. However, this Mini here, surprisingly enough, has a lot of the things that the Focus has. In fact, it has everything other than the CarPlay. But that's not a deal breaker because you could potentially put CarPlay into this thing at some point in the future. This car has cruise control, so I can engage the cruise control, take my foot off the pedal and literally just cruise along until, of course, you come to some traffic lights. The car has Bluetooth. The only downside about the Bluetooth is it doesn't allow music streaming. The main centre speedo cum entertainment system is okay, but there is talk of retrofit third-party ones that can replace this to bring modern day features like CarPlay into the situation. So this here could be changed out in future episodes. Don't quote me on it, it's just a thought at this time. I always listen to Spotify and stuff like that in the car. I can't actually do that via Bluetooth streaming in this car, but that's not a deal breaker. There is an auxiliary point. So again, we've got our Spotify on the move through the stereo. The stereo itself, the speakers sound really nice. There is something actually with that. When it comes to this seat here, underneath it is apparently a void area where you can fit an OEM standard bass subwoofer. Now the sound system's great in this, but I'm all for bass. There's something about bass that just richens the sound, gives it that quality feel. So in a future episode I will probably be taking this seat out to see if we can retrofit an OEM subwoofer. Nice. What else can I tell you? This is a 2010 car. It's like 12 years old and it drives lovely. Driving a Mini is so much fun compared to driving a Ford Focus. It kind of hugs you as you drive. It's solid on the road, it handles beautifully, the steering's great, the seats are really comfortable in it. It's just really nice to drive. I think this particular model is about 125 brake horsepower, so it is no sports car, but it still drives very nice, and if anything, it's a little bit nippier than my old Ford Focus. The car has climate control, so I actually have the option to control the temperature in here. Although I've got it off at the moment because I'm filming, I want to try and reduce on noise on the mic, and that would completely destroy the audio for this particular video. But the aircon works beautiful, even though I'm looking like I'm sweating my duck off right now. The other aspects that I was looking at when buying a car was the fact that I didn't want to spend a huge amount of money on car tax. This particular car is £135 per year, which I can kind of stomach. Also the insurance, because I've had a company car for the past 5-6 years, I haven't had to worry about insurance, so that was another deal breaker on how much I was going to be able to get insurance for. There are a few things that I'm intending to do with this Mini. I do want to keep it as standard as I can. I don't want to modify it stupidly because I'm a true believer in trying to keep things as standard as possible. but just a nice standard. The wheels that came with the car were 16-inch. They're nice looking wheels, but there was just something about them that I didn't really like. And I think now that I've got my own car again, I've got the option to do changes and things like that, whereas I never had that with a company car. So when we're talking about economy of the car, I used to drive a diesel, which was obviously pretty good on fuel. This is now a petrol. This is currently doing about 30 to 40 miles to the gallon, which isn't brilliant, but it is what it is, you know? It really is the sort of car where you just want to wind down the windows, turn off the aircon and go old school, you know? Even put on some Fresh Prince and Summertime and just cruise around. Okay, windows back up just in case the audio was terrible. But yes, some people might call this a midlife crisis. I call this midlife mini. And now I'm stuck at traffic lights, roadworks, the joys of motoring. In the next episode, we're talking wheels and what I've done with wheels or what I'm doing with wheels, and hopefully you'll get to see a new set of wheels on this Mini in the next episode. So subscribe, like, comment, do all that wonderful stuff. It would be appreciated, and it's gone bright again. Thanks for taking your time to watch this video. Hope you've liked it. Hope it's been informative in some form or fashion, or you're just following a fellow Mini friend, you know. Let's just call us friends. If you've got a Mini, let's just call us friends now, because I've got a Mini and I want to be friends with Mini people. So that, in a nutshell, wraps up this episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you do like it, subscribe, thumbs up, comment, all that kind of wonderful stuff. Follow me on Instagram at RealMattJC, because I will most likely be posting stuff on there as well. Until next time, I shall see you in the next video. And remember, life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could be missing out.